Last night, as I was sleeping, I dreamt, marvelous error, that I had a beehive here inside my heart, and the golden bees were making white combs and sweet honey from my past mistakes. That's a verse from Antonio Machado's poem, Last Night as I Was Sleeping. The honeybee, she can carry her own weight in pollen. The female workers spend their lives gathering nectar and pollen, enough to feed the whole hive. And she lives in a society of extraordinary cooperation, communication, and detail. A life focused around the queen and built with the precise geometrical brilliance of the hexagonal beeswax cell. The connection between bee and flower is no less extraordinary. A mutually beneficial relationship, co-evolving over millions of years, the flower feeding the bee and the bee pollinating the flower. A positive unfolding of increase and enrichment. So perhaps it's not surprising that the bee is a sacred creature, long associated with the goddess. In ancient Greece, the priestesses of Demeter were called Melissae, or bees, and the chief oracular priestess at Delphi, the Pythia, was also called the Delphic bee. And this tradition isn't dead. There is still a living shamanic tradition based on the bee in many parts of the world, including Europe and the United Kingdom. In his poem, Antonio Machado evokes that sense of mutual enriching, with the golden bees of the heart making sweet honey from past mistakes. For all of us, the mistakes are inevitable and often unavoidable, because we are all, to some degree, ignorant. But the honey-making of the heart isn't. It is the creative act, the purpose of spiritual practice, where we bring forth sweetness from pain and ignorance. And that sweetness is not for us alone, but rather an offering for the world. Last night as I was sleeping, I dreamt, marvelous error, that I had a beehive here inside my heart, and the golden bees were making white combs and sweet honey from my past mistakes.